Okay, let's. Alright, we were kind of stuck in lateral thinking. We were not able to think laterally, man. You gotta be lateral. You gotta bilateral relations. This is pretty easy. You can just jump our ass down. Grab that. Yep. And then we'll go boop boop. Then be in here. That is the final thing, jig. Then I am in here. And this is where we were stuck. Yo! Okay, this might work. It did work. So then that thing was just a red herring all along. Alright. Whatever, weirdos.
I've known Byron since day one. I was the first to be born with upgrades from the original Soma design, and he was the first to volunteer to upgrade his existing body.
Yeah, he was a big supporter of upgrades. Deliberate evolution, he called it.
Athena and Cornelius were very kind to me, and so was Byron, but he also made fun of me. And oddly enough, that made me feel more like an equal than anything the others said.
He was a good guy, I guess. That's what they're saying. Okay, so number 5 is this way. Oh, right down there. Okay. You can see number 6. There's also another console over there that I can use. Number 5. Why all of this different stuff? We are going to be doing some recycling. Okay, grab a box. Allow us to launch ourselves. Okay, where the hell is the blue light source? Okay, it's here, so we need to... I see. Okay, well, we can pull stuff up and we can send things that way, that's about it. Okay, this is simple enough. There you go. Works. All we need is one more object. So there's some kind of a recycling angle. Can we pull the fan? No. Oh, I think I know what we can do. Yeah, bro. Yeah, we can do that. Then we have this. You might say, oh, but you can't use it. Oh, but I most definitely can. Look at that. Brain good. Brain work good. New content. Field notes on the local biosphere. This environment has been modified to allow life to spread. Most of the life forms can be found in other parts of the island as well, but some appear to be endemic to this region. It's possible they were genetically modified to be better able to survive here. There are some particularly gorgeous dragonflies that I cannot help but think were deliberately designed to be beautiful, but maybe I'm making the same mistake our ancestors made, seeing intent where there is none. Well, she created life, and she was talking about making things beautiful as being like, that's what we do, we make the universe more beautiful, whatever. So if that is what she believed and she is the one who created them, then yeah, maybe they were created to be beautiful as one of their objectives. How it was before. J.J. Nakalemba. From J.J. Nakalemba's Aquiba to Antarctica, Moments of Transition and Revelation. My great grandmother lived to be 108 years old, retaining her sharpness of mind to her last day. A couple of months before she died, I interviewed her for my podcast. At the end, I asked her the same question I asked every guest. What is something you wish everyone understood? She thought about it for a while. Then she said how it was before. She tried to explain how much time she spent every single day on utterly mind numbing activities, like hauling water from the well, and how radically everything changed when their area was finally connected to the electric grid. Before there was no time to live, she said. Now, no time to be free, only work, work, work. I countered by saying that there didn't seem to be much time to live now either, but she laughed derisively. I had no idea what work really meant, she said. Young people were weak and feckless, and that's why we let corporations exploit us. Slightly unnerved by her harshness, I asked her if she missed anything about that time. Old photos, our village seemed idyllic to me, but my grandmother quashed any romantic notions I might have had. The past is bad, she said with some finality. Let it be. Miranda, so many thousands of generations of suffering. Even a single life full of tragedy seems outrageous and unacceptable to me. Athena, that's why we have to make it have meaning. Return to Monkey, Eustachius. From the book of annotated intent comments by Eustinius too. I just think people are dumb, like relentlessly effing stupid, absolute fucking morons. Human history is a thing clown show from beginning to end. The average person just a slobbering buffoon, bumbling through life like a drunk gorilla in a china shop, breaking stuff left and right, throwing shit at the walls, and never understanding a single thing that happens. I mean, just look at this software putting asterisks where swear words would be. People are afraid of words like they have magic powers, but the real world that is ruining their lives, that's fine because they're too dumb to do anything about it. Return to Monkey Brother, we never left. A curious inversion. The return to the mystical state of Monkey is usually portrayed as a material return to earlier stages of development, but here the author instead portrays it as a mental state that has never been surmounted. Miranda, I would like to meet Uncle. Oh, she never met. I would like to meet Uncle Eustenius one day. He sounds like someone who is always curious about everything. And failed. Founding 8. Hypatia's Journal number 8. Volume 1, Founding of New Jerusalem, Day 421. The first new human arrived today. Calls himself Arcady after Chervenasque. Okay. Spirits are still dampened by the loss of Yemo, but everyone is making an effort. I feel a little sorry for him. He is still so curious, jumping at shadows and staring up at the sky at night, just like I used to do. And here we are, a bunch of grouchy old humans that have seen it all and are weary and tired and sad. I wonder what he makes of it all. But be that as it may, we are making good progress on the new living area, although Arcady will have to use Yemo's old quarters for the next few weeks. Alright, interesting stuff was happening. Number 6. Get to the other side. Okay, for now we have weights we can use. Okay, that actually gets us to the other side. Interesting, so I can use that to suck things over here. Oh, but I cannot. If two objects are needed. But whatever. Okay, it can suck us in too. Very interesting. Okay, because I guess it changes gravity, makes us flat. Interesting. What is this one called? The Other Side. Talos Principle, 1961. Digging through the archive, I was surprised to discover that there is a movie based on the Talos Principle, an international co-production written by Robert Harrison Blake, a pseudonym for an unknown screenwriter, and directed by a young Sergio Leone. It stars Peter Ustinov as Straton of Strigelia, Zero Mostel as his comedic sidekick Nicomachus, and Angel Aranda as the earnest Amitius. It's not a realistic biography of Stratton, but a kind of sword and sandal fantasy epic that culminates in Stratton building a replica of the mythological robot Talos to defeat the war-crazed Spartans. That part is fun and surprisingly well done for its tiny budget, but the movie also contains a number of fascinating dialogue scenes inspired by Stratton's work. You Asinov as Stratton has a line I really liked. There are always hard times in human history. Amatius, do you think we are the first to be besieged by enemies or to doubt the wisdom of our allies? But while yesterday is set in stone, a better tomorrow is always within our grasp. Nima, that's fascinating. Thank you for sharing. How weird that this film is not better known. Franklin, it's what Trevor said in that audiophile 1K found. Great art isn't always appreciated in its own time. It's not like people particularly loved Stratton himself, but we can appreciate it now. It's nice that they actually react to like stuff that I do. I think I have found the Prometheus Park as well. There it is. Oh, and another freaking field. Is there another robot running around for nothing to do? Nope, it's a bunch of cats in a circle. Don't really know what that means, but what do we got? Stowaway. Okay, we have ourselves a gravity shifter, which we can use to like pull things from there, I guess. Okay, and then I can head up here. We need an object, and the hell is that locked? Okay, here's what we need to do. Okay, so now that we have you, okay, now we have ourselves a books. Ah. Hmm. I see. So it's interesting. You have no reason. No, it doesn't work. That doesn't work. This won't work because this doesn't work. If I stand here and get it done. Yeah, that has no chance of being what has to be done. Maybe I. Okay, it cannot pull itself through its own beam. I understand. And yet that is all that I can do. Right, but now and this isn't working. It needs to be further back. Oh, come on. It's called stowaway. Stowaway. So it has to be stowing away on this tree. But thing is, you need to be in this line. Something has to weigh you down. Can I pull out the fan? I can pull out the damn fan. Then that is what we need. How are we gonna do this? If I pull out the fan, I need to already be up there. This will help me out with that. Can you not, bro? This is annoying. Bro, I have a box. How can we stow away? So trying to figure out what I missed. The gravity beam is here, that's good. Maybe I don't need to go up there at all. Yeah, bro. Okay. You're ready to go up there. It is the stream which is important. This was a triangle. Alright, let's play. Okay, I'm gonna keep running, don't worry. A little bit of rock climbing, never hurt anybody. Prometheus flame. Not that I've ever used one, but they're nice to have. More easy parkour. Oh, the other one is another Sphinx, is it? Okay, thank God. I was like, I don't think I've solved that properly yet. Oh, bloody hell. Alright, where next? I think we're gonna be going up there now. Where the heck did you go? What the hell are you doing here? Okay, finally it's quite close. Boom. Alright. Take that star from you.
You must yearn for a better world. Yearn for it with such intensity that your heart suffers. Keep your eyes on that distant vision even when you know that you may never reach it.
Alright, wise words and all that, whatever. Keep your eye on the prize. And all that. Okay, these are the dragonflies that are made to be beautiful. Is that? I don't see it. Delivery. Okay, we got swappers. We have a box. We have a red light that can go into there. Okay, but then if I do that, that also switches on the fan, which I can then use to grab. I see. Okay, so first of all, we for sure need you. We also need another object, is the thing. Okay, but then we can't do anything else. No, I mean I can do that, but then I need the red. Okay. I need that graviton. Need to be able to pull it down. Yeah, we're gonna need a box too. I need a bunch of stuff to make this work. Okay. Okay, sorry about that. Delivery. Delivery. No doing it from in there, but the fact that this is open means that we can do that and we can't do that. No, and this has to be here. How the hell do I get out of this place? I understand another object, but like... you are the other object. Reset. Let's do it again. Okay, so okay, so we also at this point we could not is there any other way to open this door? No. Ah, the fan. Always. Okay, we have another box now. Which now should allow things to go on. Okay, so I'm gonna need okay, and then we can grab this fan. Yeah, that was the secret, was the fan. Oh, right, it opened this thing. Which is what we wanted.
The particle clouds continue to be exactly the same.
Exactly the same, huh? No differences at all. Okay, we have number 8. Step and release. Okay, let's see. We can grab the fan. That is the biggest secret. We have an anti-grav thing. 2 weights are needed. We can probably trade the fan for that. So is this just gonna be here forever? We gotta get up there. So we need that energy, sure, and then we need the fan, and that'll take us up. So what else do we have? How do I kill the second one? Oh! What the hell? I did not even realize. There you go. So now two can do it and do both. But I need now. I need one more thing to make this work. You don't have to be, but then you have to, because then how am I gonna? But I need something to swap out for that. So the simple thing is, we don't need you. So we need to have you be stored in there. You might think exact same situation, it is not. Okay. And then we put you here because we want you. And then we want want you. Then now you can be swapped out to this. Beautiful. I do love that it makes you feel smart. Okay, so one last question mark over there. No way I solved two of those, right? Yeah, we are missing one. This might be it actually, but then there's another star that I'm missing. Oh no, there you go, two question marks. Good, good, good. Okay. And this is one of the lost ones. The question block. Might as well. Okay, we have ourselves a block. What the hell? Can we get a little lower? Then we want to finally drag ourselves in there somehow. Really? The hell does that work? All I know is that this makes sense. Okay, a little boost. Little boost from little old me ought to do it. Okay. Could get it here. But then this doesn't really help me. I want to get over there. Okay, we cannot drag this out. Is it just that easy? Oh, that's all the actual like physical puzzles in this area solved. Alright. The final thing remaining now is you. What the frick? Where is your... Her thing is gone. What the hell? Okay, well, there's something over there. Okay, let me check that out. It's the same kind of stuff that the walls of the thing use. What the hell? So I actually just have this now out here. Okay, so there is that, and that's on that side. Is it not green though? Because that'll just turn red to blue and blue to red. It is on that side, and it is indeed green. Well, let's see what we can do about this one. Called the spider web. I did solve it apparently. Problem is I don't really remember how. Oh right, yeah, I remember now. We transported ourselves. Oh, we never transported ourselves. There's no need to. Right, we learned that we could. This is really messing with my head. What the hell? Was I supposed to be able to do that? I don't know. Where the hell is that tunnel? Okay, it is exactly behind me. So we want to try and connect this with that. Oh. Okay, well, if that's what we had to get done, then light. the hell made this, bro? Okay, out here. There has to be a flipper, like a color combiner, because we have red and we have blue, and we need to somehow convert it into green and then send it on. Another tunnel or something somewhere. This might be something. God damn it, just take it slow, okay? Bloody hell. Like I said, take it slow. Slow and steady wins the race. There's a reason for that. Mistakes usually cost a lot more. What the frick? I was there, I was up there. Okay. The flame. It's not really what I was hoping to find. I was hoping that one of these places I could find a you know, a swapper. It doesn't seem right. One's there, and that is there, but then yeah, this ain't it. There has to be some other way to get the thing that we need. Maybe it's actually enough to send red light in. Yeah, don't seem like it. Sure, there's nothing else in this cave of ours. It's begging for a third thing. There must be a third thing. Okay, what the frick is even this? There it is, that's what I want. Okay. Sometimes all you gotta do is just look around. We just have it, bro. It just exists out here. That's kinda crazy. This is like a kind of power I've never had before. I could just take it wherever the hell I want. Okay, we're gonna take that, and then we're gonna turn it into this. Okay. So we have the star.
The honest philosopher is rewarded with poison.
Great.
The hypocrite is rewarded with power.
Okay. Humanity is extremely flawed. You know that. Anyway. The lost lab. Oh, we haven't found the lab yet. Wasn't there a marker on the screen where the lab was? Yep, right there. Okay. Oh, I've done everything else here, so let's get this lab fixed up and we'll talk about getting out of here. Alright, walking inside the floor there. That's fine. You. So here's the lab. Hello, Melville.
There you are. Good.
What's happening?
Inside this lab, there's a machine. As
Right.
usual, I have no idea what it is. Some sort of generator, if I had to guess. When Byron got stuck in the system, it went haywire. It's currently outputting enough energy to power all of New Jerusalem twice. As you
Okay.
can imagine, that's causing quite a bit of interference.
Am I connecting to another data stream?
I hope not. I think you should just be able to switch it off.
Okay, just go in there, switch it off. Okay. This thing? No? Well, I hear the. Oh my. Oh, that's pretty bad. That's real. Error. Cannot access energy flow manager. Cannot load profile settings. Cannot initiate automatic shutdown. Connection lost. Emergency shutdown. Warning. Output max parameter exceeds safety protocol 2C settings. Error. Cannot adjust output max to correct settings. Access denied. Error. Automatic shutdown has been disabled by this user. Identify this user. Error. Unknown user. Okay, we don't know what user that is. Initiate the emergency shutdown. Initiating emergency shutdown. Access denied. The unknown script ATHN detected. Load. Retry. Access denied. Alright, great. Load ATHN. Anthropology. What? Anthropogeny, a text adventure. The hell? Credits. Who did it? Written, designed, and programmed by Alex16. Custom Game Jam 5th edition. Adapt or die. 1 second. Alright, let's adapt or die. By Alex16. Crow Team Game Jam 5th edition. Let's play. You wake up in an impossible place, knowing nothing. Okay, well, look around. You seem to be in a labyrinth of ancient crumbling walls. Beneath you is an altar of some kind, as if you were a sacrifice. The sky above you is a perfect cobalt blue, and you are startled by its beauty. Okay, let us examine the altar. The altar is a place of birth and a place of death. You sense that blood was spilled here, that lives were given for life to be gained. This is how all things came into existence, but is it how all things must continue? You have gained knowledge, sacrifice. Okay. This is Numea system, by the way. The cold wind blows through the ruins, and you know without knowing how that it is the wind from the kingdom of Artemis. It is the wind which brings with it whispers of mountains glimpsed across the stormy sea, and deep forests wreathed in fog, and the long forgotten cities of your ancestors. Explore the labyrinth. You set out into the ruins, apprehensive but curious. There is a strange kind of beauty here, the beauty of decay. You must be careful not to imbibe too much of it. Suddenly an echoing voice speaks to you. Emergency shutdown settings. Access denied, it intones. Error 1C55358. Must be put on incorruption. The sting of death is sin. Okay, towards them. Leaving the children of Hephaestus behind you. What? Leaving the lost children of Hephaestus behind you, you step out onto a vast plain under a setting sun. Night is falling now, and you can see the lights of distant fires on the slopes of Olympus. But you are not ready to be ascent. Only once you have found all three sigils will the path to the divine flame be open. A path leads to the south, to the buried city, another north to the Garden of Hesperides. Take me to the Garden of Hesperides. The journey is interrupted by a frightful, burned figure standing alone in the sands of the desert. Access denied, it screams. Error this. We fight. Warning, output max parameter exceeds safety protocol 2C settings. Error, cannot adjust output max to correct setting. Access denied. The nymphs lead you to a place where the crowns of the brass trees seem to grow together, forming a kind of chamber strangely reminiscent of a chapel. In the middle of this chamber grows a smaller tree made of bright blue steel. Upon this tree grows a single golden apple. Ask about emergency shutdown. Pandora guards the way. Oh, it's Pandora. Pandora guards the way, frightened by her friend's trespassing. Her mind is filled with fire and loss. The nymphs whisper, only the titan Prometheus can help you. That makes sense, okay. Ask nymphs about their father. Some say that Heracles, when he freed our father Atlas from his burden, did not do so by taking his place, but by showing him that the celestial spears need not be need did not need to be held up by anyone, neither titan, god, nor mortal. Then Atlas sat upon his mountain, gazing upon the stars, and wept. Ask your nymphs about the apple. This apple, they say in unison, their eyes aglow, confers the gift of deathlessness and true wisdom. Many heroes and not a few villains have come to claim it, but all faltered in the final step. For you must know that deathlessness reveals the mortality of the world, and true wisdom is unending folly. Who would take this burden upon themselves? 5358, say that you are strong enough to bear it, since the world needs you to succeed. Punch and nymph. 5358. No, miss. 5358, okay. Beg them to let you have the apple. Those who are weak cannot bear the burdens of this world, the nymphs say. Weakness exists within every living thing. This must be understood and forgiven, but it must not be glorified. The world demands more of us. Offer to trade part of yourself for the apple. Now let's sacrifice. Which part of yourself would you give up then, the nymphs ask. My name, my shadow, my heart, my ba. A dangerous choice. What is a man without a ba, who is not himself, but like unformed clay? You have gained a sigil. Turn to the burned city. The buried city. The buried city lies to the south. It was once a place of great wisdom. The philosophers of old strolled on its walkways, debating the nature of virtue and the soul. Now the sands of the desert have claimed its streets, and even the famed temple upon a hill is slowly eroding. Call up to see if anyone is there. A copper fox comes scurrying from the ruins. Its eyes are rubies, and a flame seems to flicker deep within them. How may I help you? The fox says, its voice ancient and wild. Ask about emergency shutdown. Not now, not here, the fox says. Pandora is watching us, but I can help you when the time comes. Okay. Ask to learn more about the buried city. They say that the city fell because its citizens were sinners and so were struck down by Zeus. This seems unlikely to me, for Zeus does not believe in sin. Ask for a sigil. The fox smiles, alabaster teeth sharp and gleaming. You are supposed to earn the sigils. Say that your quest matters. It does, the fox says, but only because you choose to believe so. There is great power in that belief. You have gained a sigil. Journey to Olympus. Suddenly the voice of the Sphinx, her golden wings, her shadows cast. Initiate emergency shutdown. No, you must not do this, Pandora commands you. I have stopped you for a reason. If you complete your quest and ascend Olympus, everything will burn. Ask the fox for help. The fox appears as if from nowhere. He is a wily one, never playing by the rules he is supposed to obey. Follow me, he whispers. You must not do this. Everything will burn if you finish it. Okay, I'll follow the fox. The fox leads you through secret gates and hidden paths to a place west of the moon and east of the sun. This is a place of craft, of making, where fire and stone meet and the world is transformed by the artist. Hey, I'm not done. I guess I'm done.
The flame is not yours to wield, creature of clay. Touch it, and you will burn.
Sure, but I wanted to read the end of it. All can learn to wield the flame, foxes, for the flame lives within each and every living soul. It cannot be extinguished. Access granted. Terminating script. What the hell? This activates these, and these disable laser walls of some kind. Okay. There is a console in here. From Thelsia 3. Thecla to Athena, beloved founder, Mayor Hermanubis has done much to bring your vision to life. We have almost reached the goal. Sadly, there are still those who refuse to believe. They want to spread their filth across the world, defile all that is beautiful and that we are meant to protect. I hope that when we fulfill the goal, you will return and change their hearts, or cast them out if there is no other way. Praise you, Thelsia 862. Namia Project 9, Trials 4700 to 5206, Breakthrough. Quadruple size of primary site device, Trials 5207 to 5398. Energy output exceeds expectations, contained a singularity. Trials 5299 to 5357, must revise safety protocols, halting main device test until something. L1C Byron. Name Byron, author field profile, location for Zone 2, from the life of the first companions by Randolph 777. Okay. Byron, from the very beginning, was most similar to Athena and Cornelius. His enthusiasm and wit did much to keep the people from losing hope during the challenging days when New Jerusalem was still young. Where others saw failure and defeat, Byron saw obstacles that could always be overcome through intelligence and hard work. He fervently studied the teachings of the progenitor and often regaled his friends with fantastical stories of what the world could one day become. When the conflict between Atharesis 25 and Sanctuhontio whatever 26 turned violent, the first such incident in the history of New Jerusalem, and still at the time of writing one of the very few such cases, it was Byron who intervened, counseling restraint and forgiveness. He was unwilling to fully blame either side for what happened, instead emphasizing the extreme stress both parties had been under. Irrational behavior is frequently the result of a perceived lack of viable options, he argued before the assembled citizens. While both A and S clearly behaved incorrectly, the ultimate source of the problem is the situation we placed them in, of having to do too much with too few resources. The escalation of the conflict occurred because both were doing their best to achieve their goals. That's not terribly fair, pitting them against each other like that, is it? They said. That said, I do suggest we acknowledge that they are both hot-headed idiots and make them apologize. Aftermath of the New Alexander disaster, Byron argued unsuccessfully for the rebuilding of the colony. Miranda, if Byron mattered so much to you, why didn't you tell him where you were going? I would have loved to have an older brother. Athena praised the Lord. Okay. Well, this problem is now solved. It was actively an attempt to stop us by Pandora. It's solved.
You know, dealing with this hyper-advanced technology is quite challenging enough without the place also being bloody haunted.
Did you figure out anything else about the generator?
When I said it was outputting enough energy for 2 New Jerusalems, I wasn't kidding. It really was. And no emissions of any kind. I'd have to run more tests, but it seems like a perfect power source.
But it was going, in your words, bananas?
True, but that was user error.
Fair enough.
Anything can be used badly. Pellegrino once almost killed himself with a bucket. But I'm pretty sure I could idiot-proof this thing if they let me. Oh well, we'll see.
Oh, it's too much power. They don't like that. For whatever reason. Fox running in the air. Magic fox! We must capture the magical fox and eat it. And then we shall be able to walk through the air. That would make solving the puzzles a lot easier. You know, like... Okay, so I think we walked down the hill out there. There's the entrance. Usually if we can find the entrance, we can find... what the hell is going on? Oh, right, a staircase. Outroll. Well, none of this is... Yeah, it's a very convoluted way of doing it. That just goes the wrong way. Yeah, it doesn't. I mean, it goes there. It's just. So that's wrong. This also must be wrong. Well, then in this case everything is wrong, which in which case you are wrong. Okay, let's start with you. So you over there doesn't work. You over here. That definitely will not work. This actually. Got it, okay. Now, okay. And we have completed all of this. So then we finish this, move on to the last one, the circular oasis here. Go back in, then we have 3 more, and then we'll be done. See you in the next one.